Hello everyone, and welcome back to the eGreen channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects millions of people around the world, the feeling of being trapped in your job. It's that sensation of being just a cog in a massive, impersonal machine. We're going to call this the system trap, and more importantly, we're going to talk about how to break free. So, what exactly is this system trap? Imagine your daily work life. Is it governed by rigid routines that leave no room for new ideas? Do you find yourself battling endless layers of bureaucracy just to get a simple task approved? And is the management style built more on fear and control than on trust and inspiration? If you're nodding along, you're likely experiencing the system trap. This environment is designed for predictability and control, but it often comes at a huge cost. It suppresses your creativity, dampens your motivation, and ultimately stifles your personal and professional fulfillment. It's a system that prioritizes process over people, and it's a major reason why so many talented individuals feel stuck. Now, let's talk about something even more subtle, the mental chains. It's fascinating, isn't it? You could have a stable job with a good salary and benefits, yet you wake up every morning feeling disengaged, uninspired, and maybe even a little bit empty. This isn't just you. It's a widespread feeling. These are the mental chains forged by the system trap. They're the voice in your head that says, just keep your head down, don't rock the boat, or this is as good as it gets. Over time, this mindset makes us believe we have no other options. We start to fear change more than we dislike our current situation. This feeling of being stuck isn't about the physical office. It's about a psychological state where we feel powerless to influence our own work or career path. We've been conditioned to wait for instructions instead of taking initiative, and that is the heaviest chain of all. But here's the good news. There's a massive shift happening. I call it the great shift in mindset. People are waking up and realizing they want more from their work than just a paycheck. They want purpose, autonomy, and the chance to make a real impact. This shift is about moving from a mindset of compliance to one of creativity. It's about transforming from someone who is simply managed into a self-leader who takes ownership. Think about it. Instead of just following a checklist, what if you started asking, how can I make this better? Instead of waiting for your boss to tell you what to do, what if you proactively identified a problem and proposed a solution? This isn't about rebellion. It's about evolution. It's about recognizing your own value and your capacity to contribute beyond your job description. This is the first and most crucial step toward breaking free. So, how do we actually find this freedom at work without quitting our jobs and running for the hills? It's more practical than you think. The key is to start creating pockets of autonomy within your existing role. Begin by identifying areas where you can take more ownership. Maybe it's a small project no one else wants, or a process you know you can improve. Volunteer for it. Execute it brilliantly. By delivering results, you build trust, and trust is the currency of autonomy. Another practical step is to proactively manage your boundaries to create a better work-life balance. This means learning to say no to things that don't align with your priorities and protecting time for deep, focused work. It's about shifting from being constantly busy to being genuinely effective. True impact doesn't come from working more hours. It comes from working smarter on the things that truly matter. Start small, demonstrate your capability, and watch your freedom grow. Of course, personal efforts can only go so far without a supportive environment. This is where building a culture of trust becomes essential. Whether you're a team leader or a team member, you can contribute to this. How? By championing open communication. Be the person who isn't afraid to ask tough questions, but also be the one who listens intently to others' answers. Encourage a no-blame culture where mistakes are treated as learning opportunities, not as failures to be punished. When people feel safe to experiment and even to fail, innovation flourishes. Furthermore, actively promote continuous learning. Share an interesting article, suggest a workshop, or start a book club with your colleagues. When a team is united by a shared purpose and a commitment to growth, the old, fear-based system begins to crumble. Trust is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Finally, let's equip you with some personal empowerment tools. These are techniques you can start practicing today to strengthen your mindset. First, develop your emotional intelligence. This means becoming more aware of your own emotions and how they affect your actions. When you feel frustrated or anxious at work, pause and ask yourself why. Understanding your triggers gives you the power to choose your response instead of just reacting. Second, sharpen your decision-making skills. Don't just rely on what's always been done. Practice thinking critically, weighing pros and cons, and making choices that align with your long-term goals, not just short-term comforts. And third, work on your career alignment. Regularly ask yourself, is this role truly aligned with my values and what I want to achieve? This isn't about finding the perfect job. It's about continuously steering your career in a direction that feels meaningful to you. These tools empower you to be the architect of your own career, not just a passenger. Breaking free from the system trap is not a one-time escape. It's a continuous journey of self-awareness, courage, and transformation. Many employees find themselves caught in invisible structures, routines, expectations, and fears that keep them operating in survival mode rather than thriving with purpose. At first, the system feels safe. It offers a paycheck, predictability, and a clear set of rules, but over time, it can quietly drain creativity, autonomy, and joy. The trap isn't always external. It's often internalized, a mindset of limitation, hesitation, and dependency. Freedom begins the moment we recognize the trap. When we question old patterns like, this is how it's always been done, or it's not my place to change things, from there, the journey unfolds step by step. Awareness, noticing how systems shape our thinking and behavior. Reflection, asking what truly matters to us beyond compliance or comfort. Action, taking small, consistent steps toward autonomy, mastery, and meaning. Transformation, aligning personal purpose with professional contribution. True freedom at work doesn't always mean leaving the system. It means transforming how we live and operate within it. It's about turning routine into growth, duty into purpose, and employment into empowerment. The great shift happens not when the system changes overnight, but when individuals within it start thinking differently, choosing awareness over autopilot, creativity over compliance, and authenticity over fear. It starts with a shift in your mindset, followed by small, consistent actions that build momentum over time. It's about reclaiming your power, your creativity, and your sense of purpose at work. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are a valuable, creative individual with the power to shape your own experience and make a meaningful contribution. Embrace this great shift, empower yourself, and start building a work life that doesn't just pay the bills but also fulfills your spirit. Thank you so much for watching via eGreen channel. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content on creating a life and career you love. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.